So they'll be calling you a radical teenage mutant. So we only got 10 more days. They're mutants. My favorite's Michelangelo. The activist Michelangelo. He had to hide for decades and decades. Oh yeah, the activist, the artist, the greatest sculptor who ever lived. Well, you're probably not the greatest painter that ever lived, and he never laid on his back. And his own friends penny painted over the top of all those paintings. Michelangelo. But you're the greatest sculptor, no doubt, who ever lived. How is that? How is that? My wet nurse came from a family of masons. I'm a mason. I split my own rock. So Mario Brothers opens today, the movie, and there's two young men dressed up so beautifully. I said, I gotta get a picture with you guys. You guys look so good. So, Germany. Mall walkers versus internet shit talkers. Bunch of old timers used to be rockers. Now they're in their rockers. So, mind a bird. Mockers, Joe Rogan, wrestling ball light. Regurgitate the spin. So, Germany, 10 more days. 10 more days. Still snowing outside, by the way. It's the 5th of April. So, you know, a lot of historians debate when Jesus was born. A lot of historians, there's a lot of very good, in fact, there's a great historian, biblical historian in Bethlehem, by the way, who says that Jesus was born on April 5th. The Mormons believe he was born on April 6th. The Russian Orthodox say January 7th, 4 BC, 2 BC, 3 BC. So this is, who knows? Who knows? But the activists, whoa, talk about a radical. Whew. Heal the afflicted, feed the poor. Jesus was a socialist. Whoa! Oh, blonde hair, blue eyed Jesus, AK 47 Jesus, Walmart Jesus. They got so many brands here. They just make up. I mean, talk about exploitation. Same with Michelangelo. So the great sculptor. So the great activists. The great activists. They wanted him dead, didn't they? I saw the Leopard, both of them. They're incredible. So here in the great Junction City, my brothers today, and I'm a mall walker now. Who knew it? At 63. I used to be a hare. Now I'm a tortoise. So, mall walkers, wall muckers versus internet shit talkers. So, Germany, 10 more days. 10 more days. 10 more days. And they become nuclear energy free. Oh, they're all going to freeze to death. If they got to turn on their nuclear energy. They're 20. Take one down, pass it around. We've closed well over 100 nuclear reactors post Fukushima. I didn't see that on the internet. So let's do it. So here we go. On the 12th day of nuclearism, the nuclear energy cult crime syndicate gave to Germany a giant greenwashing machine. On the 11th day of nuclearism, the nuclear energy cult gave to Germany a stay in a bone marrow transplant center. On the 10th day of nuclearism, the nuclear energy crime syndicate cult gave to Germany a permanent Germany nuclear waste repository. 10 more days. As Germany goes, the will go. I'm here to tell you, France can hang on to that worn out, Riva belled out Chicago teenage midget. Mutant. What mutated them? Oh, Spider-Man. Oh, so I used to be blaring the bad music in here. I hope I don't get, God. Why would they play it? I mean, the music they play, the intercom's so bad. I used to be a hare. I'm a tortoise. There should be a hare. No, I'm a tortoise. It's still snowing here in Ogden, so it's still snowing here in Ogden. We go from the 10 years of the greatest drought in 1,200 years, predicted by Kevin Blanch 2011, to in one over, from 0 to 60, like boom, we go to the wettest, the most snow in the history of the state. Well, since they've been, the history of the state, so how can that happen? Weather, whiplash on Fukushima, on Kimo, on Balco. So 10 more days as Germany goes, Europe will go. Like in California, as California goes, the country will go as far as nuclearism, but they're hanging on, clinging to their fingernails on Diablo Canyon, tick-tock, Diablo Canyon clock, tick-tock, Diablo Canyon clock, tick-tock, Diablo Canyon clock, tick-tock, Diablo Canyon. Lessons from Fukushima on alarm. Oh yeah, it's still snowing here in Ogden. I got into a blizzard last night. It was a whiteout. A whiteout. So, tick-tock, Diablo Canyon clock, tick-tock, Diablo Canyon clock, tick-tock, Diablo Canyon clock, tick-tock, Diablo Canyon clock. On the 12th day of nuclearism, the nuclear energy crime syndicate called gave to Germany a giant greenwashing machine. On the 11th day of nuclearism, the nuclear energy cult gave to Germany a stay in a bone marrow transplant unit. On the 10th day of nuclearism, the nuclear energy crime syndicate cult gave to Germany a giant pile and turned Germany into a permanent nuclear radiated waste mutation factory repository. Yay, it's green. It's green. It's greatest lie perforated in human history on the sheep here in the United States. They believe. So Utah, get this, here in Utah. It's all over me. KUER. Yay. The spokesman for Utah Power, AMPS, who scammed us at him. We've been scammed because of this small SMR nuclear reactor. I asked Governor Cox, the dumbest governor we ever had, for the ignorant have inherited the earth. I asked Governor Cox straight up, what about these SMRs in Idaho? And he claimed that Idaho used to be part of Utah territory. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. I asked Jose Reyes, the Attorney General. He said he didn't even know what an SMR was. Yet, Cox becomes governor and signs a deal with Bill Gates to build nuclear energy reactors in Cameron, Wyoming, and the head of Utah Power is regurgitating that, saying, yes, we're shutting down the coal plants. It's on replacing them with when they don't even exist. They were supposed to be here by 2019. They were supposed to be 24. We're down to 12. Now it's Idaho National Lab. What? It's the biggest sham. There are no SMRs. Every time an SMR has been tried, because all it is a small condensed version of these big ones, and they heat up in there. And if you don't believe me, you look at the reactor in China, the fast breeder. Fast breeders are a disaster. They've never worked. They sent out France, of all people. France sent the letter to the United States on the imminent radiation letter, and they says, China's lying. China's lying. They raised the legal limits so they didn't have to legally report it, which is international. They sent it to Jennifer Granholm and the Biden administration. Jennifer Granholm, the Biden administration, the DOE, Rick Perry, Jennifer Granholm, the anti-porn. Whoa, whoa. They're going to make it sexy again. Like when you're sucked up to 119 pounds in a bone marrow transplant with no pigment, your eyes turn grayish-green like the Great Salt Lake in springtime, blisters on your tongue, central line hanging at that, like Kevin Blanch was. Kevin Blanch, I'm telling you. I don't eat, sleep, drink this. I sleep with it. I've got AML leukemia. I didn't have a transplant. It could come back in any second. I've had open heart surgery twice. The nuclear energy crimes that nuked my father to death in Nevada test site. Drafted Marine. American Ground Zero on Balco on chemo. But they're going to replace the Easter Bunny. It's coming up Easter. I was born on Easter Sunday. Santa Claus. Unicorns. Let's go marlin fishing on the... How did I know the drought was over? And I predicted this, just like I predicted it was going to happen. Well, I predicted when Fukushima was pushed in, I'm like, it's going to cause a heat dome, which it did. Now the heat dome has shifted. When all these politicians line up, one of the breweries, now everybody's exploiting this. We have a new beer to save the Great Salt Lake. We're going to donate proceeds. To who? To who? Mother Nature? There's only one way the Great Salt Lake gets saved. Mother Nature. And so all these politicians doling out money, when they got involved, when Mitt Romney got involved, when freaking all these people start talking, when Kevin Blanch documented that was happened, it's always too late. Once a politician shows up, it's too late, baby. I knew the drought was over because that's when all these politicians started talking. We're going to save the drought. How are they going to save it? They're not going to save shit. They're going to get a bunch of money and still, just like Mike Levin, District 49 in San Onofre, penning for plutonium. I talked to him, oh, we got some more money. It's online. The only person that's ever, I tricked him and got him to say the word Fukushima because I had to read it off my shirt. And I like him, by the way, at least he tries, but I got some more money. Maybe you give Micah Gary another $5 million. When Kevin Blanch did all the dirty work, I did all the work at San Onofre. Micah Gary got $5 million to sell us down the river, and he's sued again. He's going to exploit it and make some more money when the damage is already done. He's going to sue on the canister that supposedly slipped. That's after the fact. The canisters are all in dry cast. You're suing something that didn't happen. Well, that's what they do. You know, he's going to exploit it and make money. You know, the Gary House at Old Town. Whoa, in San Diego. Oh, my great-grandfather's the mill there. That's him, Abe. So, Germany, 10 days to be nuclear free. So, it's been a journey. We go from snow famine for 10 years to snow feast in a New York minute. Oh boy. We've got so many reactors. Somebody would have told me even in March of 2011 if my top 10 most dangerous nuclear reactors in the world, Fukushima, Japan, Fukushima Diani, Fukushima Daiichi, San Onofre, Diablo Canyon, Oyster Creek, down by the refinery, and I got to talk about this. Bruce Springsteen sold this down the river. Bruce Springsteen, I went and saw the river, had a wife and kid in Ogden, Utah, Jack. I went out for a drive, and I decided to go back. So Springsteen, remember he was the big anti-nuker? He was the big anti-nuker. Everybody's going to see Mario. Nice. I'll post the picture I took with these two young guys. They're going to save the world. Bruce Springsteen in 19... I hitchhiked all the way from here to New York. I'd take one for the team to get into the concert, you know, at the Peace Vigil. Oh, nine. They were all, remember? They were all selling shirts, albums, anti-nuclear energy, China Syndrome on Balco, freaking 3 Mile Island on chemo. And so they were all selling us. And they sold us. I went to see the river. An activist bought me a few years ago, and I begged Springsteen, I had a connection and a hook to him, to put up a banner, Fukushima China. So some activists that I know, front row, put up a freaking banner right in front. I was there because I was on the obstructed view, which are the best seats in Madison Square Garden, sitting up behind him. And I scalped him. The activist bought him for me in New York. And me and my daughter went out for a drive in Ogden, Utah, Jack. I went out for a drive. I decided to go back. He sold us down the river. So now he's exploiting homeless. Springsteen's exploiting homeless. I'm going to do lots of work on this. He's taking pictures in San Diego with the homeless. This homeless crisis when his tickets are $2,300. You heard me right. $2,300. You know, they're $1,000 a seat to go see him. But he's going to save the homeless. So now instead of exploiting the anti-nuclear activists like Kevin Blanch, like everybody did, like Alice Jones did, like Jeff Wright's got on my back, posting my tide pool videos I'm working, and made millions selling marked up 1,000% survival shit. Springsteen's doing it. Just like he did us anti-nuclear activists in 1979. Damn the torpedoes. Don't want to live like a Chernobyl refugee. Don't want to live like a Fukushima refugee. Don't want to live like a Diablo Canyon, Los Angeles nuclear energy refugee. I was back to Tom Petty, damn the torpedoes. That was 79. He held on to it longer than anybody. Remember those great t-shirts he used to sell with the Native American chief over the top of the nuclear energy reactors? He sold us out. When he died, I listened to TMC call. TMC put it online, that 911 call. Comes in. We have a guy, he's on the ground. I don't think he's breathing. Get down there. She was calm, cool, and collected, the dispatcher. Put your ear next to his mouth and nose. Is he breathing at all? No. He's not breathing, whatever. Okay, we're going to have to start chest compressions. Get down there on his chest. I'll walk you through this slowly, calmly. Get down there and let's start crashing. And she says, the phone cord won't reach. So Springsteen has sold us down there. Now he's exploiting homeless people for his profit, like he did that. You know, I used to be a fan of his. I'm not anymore. Not even. You know, The River used to be one of my favorite albums. I used to love it. Used to love his work. Born in the USA, down by the refinery. It's like Trump, the draft dodger clan, playing I Ain't No Fortunate Son at his rally. You ever listen to the lyrics to that? Apparently they haven't. Unconscious America. So Springsteen using homeless now to profit. He's pathetic. He makes me sick. What he's doing, what he's done. Talk about, he's like, who stole Bongo's trousers? You too. With or without you, what he did. They sold us all down the river, all of them. All of them. Every last freaking one of them. So Germany become nuclear free. Mile walkers. Oh, it's so cold. It's 30 degrees below normal. Get ready for the floods. There's internet shit talkers. Joe Rogan, they're going to promote him. Rush Limbaugh light. Yeah. Yep. So buy your Patriot Gear bunkers. Okay. Why Kevin Blanch posts his links of him doing the dead tide pool work on the bottom of your videos, and don't send him a penny. Just use him. Well, that's what they do. That's what they do. Mile walkers versus internet shit talkers. Kevin Blanch. Stan Turner. Thank you, Germany.